Hey everyone, I just wanted to let you guys know that we lost a wonderful queen this evening. It was 6:30 British time, 1:30 Eastern time on September 8th, 2022. Her name was Queen Elizabeth II, and for most of the time, or for most of us, it was the only queen that we have known in the British royalty monarchy. And unfortunately, we lost that gem this afternoon, our time, this evening in Britain. And after 70 years of wonderful service to her country as the Queen, she was 96 years old. She passed away at her home, or one of her homes at in Scotland. And when I first found out about this, I was like on YouTube at the time on my phone, and I was like, I saw this video, so I was like, live video, so I was like clicking on it, and then it was the plane and all that. I was trying to figure out what's going on, and then someone said it was about Queen Elizabeth II, and how the family was gathering for the final moments of her life. And actually, I was on the phone with my mom when I called her around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and I can tell you that I told her that, oh, you might want to turn on CNN if you like the Queen or not, because of the fact that because something's going on. And then I think like within a half hour to an hour, we got the news that the Queen had passed away. And it's weird how I talked to my mom on the phone telling her about that, and then like a hour later, we got the news that the Queen has died. And now we have a new king, Charles III. And I can tell you right now that even though I never met the Queen in person, even though the Queen has never governed the United States of America, even though I'm somewhat interested in the royal family, and there are parts that I'm not interested in, we can all agree that Queen Elizabeth II was the best leader that the British throne has ever seen. And the Queen was the best. And she was the longest reigning queen in British history. Monarch, actually, in British history. And with her loss of her passing, it was it was some sad news, I tell you. And actually, this morning I actually watched a video on YouTube on what would happen days after the Queen died. So basically, I was like, you know how interesting it is to know what steps are being taken, what steps have to be taken, what the mourning period is, and everything else. And oddly enough, it's going to happen as we speak. We didn't know it was going to happen today, actually. We didn't know that she was going to pass on today, but when we got the news about it, and I was like, you got to flip it on CNN, and then I was like, I got to flip it on BBC and watch their coverage, because it's based out of their country, that we got to watch their coverage. And soon enough, the things that I was watching on that YouTube video about how the British is going to be mourning the loss of the Queen is exactly what they're saying right now on the TV. And I know that she passed on like it, you know, it was like around 6:30 their time, and I think it's 2:15 a.m. right now in Britain, and it's 9:15 p.m. here. Oh, it's crazy to think that me watching a YouTube video and then later on that afternoon we found out the Queen has died. And now the procedures of what happened in that video will now happen for real. And it's clever that, that they had black ties available for the reporters and for the news anchors in Britain, and then people have to wear black dresses and all that, and it was crazy that they were starting to wear black, and then when she died, they're wearing black. So pretty much anybody who's doing news in Britain are wearing black ties from here until the mourning period ends. And then on Friday, we're going to hopefully hear from King Charles III on what's going on. And then I think they're planning to lie in state for the Queen for like a few days, and then they're having the funeral for her. I think I want to say around the 19th or so of September. So that'll be a sad day. And I know I won't be there in person, but I do give my thoughts and prayers to everyone in the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth of Nations that the United Kingdom has. And, I feel sad that she is now not going to be around anymore. If they have the condolence book online, I'm willing to sign that, but I won't be there in person to sign it. I think they should make a condolence book for the Queen online and give it to the family. Because it impacted so many people, not only in Great Britain, not only in Scotland, Wales, England, and Northern Ireland, but all across the world, like Canada and Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Cameroon, I think. Pretty much all the other places too. British Virgin Islands, Jamaica, Barbados, Bahamas, so. But anyways, if you want to follow the coverage, you can go onto bbc.com/news and you can get all the coverage. And I recommend watching the British coverage of it because of the fact that it is in their country that this has happened, and they're going to have more details about what's going to happen and more details about this and the Queen and all that. So, so please make sure that you say a prayer tonight for the royal family on their loss. And I know at 1 o'clock this afternoon, actually, I made a post on Facebook that said, please pray for the family. Please pray for Queen Elizabeth II and her family. And then within the hour, found out that she's passed away. And she's a wonderful queen. And like I said, the Queen is one of a kind, and she was one person that, you know, that it'll be missed in this world, you know? And we gotta salute the Queen. And I hope that everyone will salute the Queen. And I know that we can come together, we can come say a prayer, and we can do something about spreading the word and spreading the news to help people in knowing that, you know, we're thinking of you. Great Britain, we're behind you. So please consider making thoughts and prayers for the royal family during this time of mourning, you know? And I'm sure we're going to find out when everything's going to go on and everything else. So stay tuned to your local media, or actually go on to bbc.com/news, and you can get the latest coverage on there. Even though you guys know that if you're in the Eastern time zone here in the United States, you have to add 5 hours. It's a 5-hour difference. So just to let you guys know and understand that it's going to be a 5-hour difference. So if they say it's going to be at 6 p.m., it's 1 p.m. here. Or if you're on the Pacific coast, it's 3 hours more. So if it's like 6 p.m. in London, it's 10 a.m. in Los Angeles. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. And Alexa, play God Saves the Queen.
God Save the Queen Remastered by Royal Philharmonic Orchestra and Carl Davis on Amazon Music.
And here's our tribute. Alexa, stop. So, you know, I want to say that Queen Elizabeth II was born on April 21st, 1926, and her destiny was originally not supposed to be becoming the Queen of Great Britain. The thing is, in 1936, her uncle abdicated the throne, and her father, King George, took over, and then he died in 1952 at a very young age. And then Queen Elizabeth II took her place as the monarch from 1952 until today. And that was over 70 years, and she has been an inspirational queen, and we're all going to miss her. And, you know, like I told you guys earlier, she was probably the only queen that everyone pretty much knew growing up, you know. And now we're gonna have to get used to not having her as the queen anymore. And we're gonna have to live with the fact that we're gonna have King Charles III now. So God save the king. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth, 1926 to 2022.